Hey everyone, and welcome. So, you've got your sights set on a Japanese university. Awesome. You've probably bumped into the EJU, right? It's a pretty big deal. Today, we're going to zero in on the math section. We're going to take the entire syllabus, which can feel like a giant maze, and turn it into a super clear, easy-to-follow map. Let's jump right in.
So, planning to study in Japan? What an amazing adventure. But yeah, the EJU math exam is standing between you and that goal. And I get it. It can look a little daunting at first. But trust me, stick with me through this, and by the end, you're going to have a solid roadmap. You'll know exactly what you need to do to get ready.
All right, first things first, before we even think about touching a formula or a single problem, we need to understand the why. What is this exam actually trying to do? Figuring out its mission is totally the first step to acing it.
Okay, pay close attention to the words on the screen, basic academic ability. This is the secret key, right here. The EJU isn't trying to throw crazy, impossible trick questions at you. No, it's really just a check-in to make sure you've got the fundamental math skills to handle your classes at a Japanese university. Think of it less like a barrier and more like a readiness check.
Okay, you're going to want to listen up for this next part because it's absolutely crucial. Before you even memorize a single equation, you have one very big decision to make. It's all about choosing the right path, and believe me, getting this right from the get-go will save you so much time and energy.
So here's the deal. You have to pick between Course 1 and Course 2. To put it simply, Course 1 is generally for majors that need a solid, but, basic foundation in math. Think humanities or social sciences. Course 2, that's the advanced track. It's built for anyone diving into science, tech, engineering, medicine, that whole world. So how do you know which one to pick? Well, here's the best part. You don't. Your university picks for you. This is the golden rule. The most important thing to remember, you have to check the application requirements for the exact university and department you want to get into. They'll tell you, plain and simple, which course to take. No guessing allowed.
Okay, so let's say you've checked and your dream university says you need Course 1. Perfect. What does that actually involve? Let's pull out the map and chart the core stuff you'll need to know.
And you know what? It all comes down to just 7. 7 core topics. That's it. When you see it as just a number like that, it feels a whole lot more manageable, doesn't it? So, let's see what they are.
Taking a look at these topics, you'll probably see some familiar faces. We've got numbers and expressions, sets and propositions, good old quadratic functions, figures and measurements, probability. This is all pretty standard high school math, right? This is the essential toolkit you're going to need for a wide range of university programs.
But what if your dream is in engineering or medicine or maybe scientific research? Well, in that case, you're going to be prepping for Course 2, and that takes us into some more advanced territory.
Now, this is super important to understand. Course 2 isn't a totally different exam. It's really just an expansion pack for Course 1. You take everything from Course 1, and then you build a whole new level on top of it. So you're not starting over, you're just leveling up your skills.
So just how much bigger is this new level? Well, you're adding another 13 topics. So you've got the first 7 plus these 13. You're looking at a grand total of 20 topics for Course 2. Let's break down the new stuff.
In this first chunk of new topics for Course 2, you can really see the jump in difficulty. We're talking about things like exponential and logarithmic functions, trigonometry, and vectors. And trust me, these aren't just abstract ideas. This is the actual language that powers things like engineering, physics, and computer science.
And now for the main event. This second batch of Course 2 topics, this is where we get into the heart of advanced math. We're talking about limits, and yep, there it is, both differential and integral calculus. If you're heading into any STEM field, this is the stuff you're going to live and breathe. It's absolutely essential.
Whew! Okay, we've covered the mission, the 2 paths, and all the content. So, what do you do now? How do you take all this information and actually turn it into a real plan? Well, let's lay out your final study blueprint.
Look, we can boil this all down to a simple 3-step plan. Step 1, and yeah, I'm going to say it again because it's that important, confirm with your university which course you need. Step 2, use the topic lists we just went over to create your own personal study checklist. And step 3, with that laser focus, you can dive into your prep knowing that every single minute you study is being spent on exactly what matters.
And there you have it, the EJU mathematics syllabus, completely decoded. It's not some big scary monster, it's just a map. And now you have that map, you know the paths, and you've got a simple blueprint to start. The journey ahead might be challenging, yeah, but it's not a mystery anymore. So what do you say? Are you ready for the journey?